So yeah, as you enter into the reserve at Meadowood, these homes behind me are, probably built 10, 15, 20 years ago. I'll have to double check on that. And if I spin around, you're entering into the reserve of Meadowood, which is this new section of all these new houses kind of tucked back in this neighborhood.
Welcome to the reserve at Meadowood. The Reserves at Meadowood is offering the masterpiece and designer collection of new homes in Crescent Springs, Kentucky, and just released, Fischer Homes is now accepting appointments for a new phase of designer home sites at the Reserve at Meadowood. The neighborhood features a wide variety of large cul-de-sac and flag home sites, as well as home sites with beautiful lake views. Conveniently located only 10 miles from downtown Cincinnati off of Buttermilk Pike, Reserve at Meadowood is only 2 minutes from I-75 and I-275, offering quick access to local attractions in northern Kentucky and Cincinnati. Similar to Sanctuary Village, another Fischer Homes community, Reserve at Meadowood is located in the Kenton County School District, which includes River Ridge Elementary, Turkey Foot Middle, and Dixie Heights High School. Parochial schools nearby include St. Joseph and Villa Madonna Academy.
There he is, the man, the myth, the legend.
All right, welcome back, everyone. We are here at the Reserve at Meadowood.
We got it.
In Crescent Springs, Kentucky. We got an announcement here because there's a new phase opening up, right, Andrew?
That's right. Yep.
So I'm going to let my man Andrew tell you all about it. All right, Andrew, thanks for joining us again. Good to have you back on the channel.
Hey, thanks for having me, Eric.
Tell us a little bit about what's going on here, this new phase that's opening up. Where are we? Give us our viewers a little context of where we're at right here.
Sure, yeah, thanks, Eric. So here we are at the Reserve at Meadowood. It's our community inside Crescent Springs, Kentucky. So nestled in just off the Buttermilk Pike exit off of I-75.
And in terms of someone wanting this location, what do you think are some of the top perks of being here in Crescent Springs?
Sure. So as far as the location, it's quite established. Again, just off a major interstate. And with that comes a lot of niceties, including access to eateries, shopping, dining opportunities, gyms, banks, all within minutes of the community. In addition to about a 15-minute commute to downtown Cincinnati to catch a Reds or Bengal game, or maybe 10 minutes to CVG if you're heading out on vacation.
And we just did that video of Sanctuary Village, which Crescent Springs really is adjacent to Villa Hills. So one of the big advantages here, I think, if you're looking in the entire Cincinnati area of Crescent Springs, which is a little bit more of an established neighborhood, it's not brand new, is that you are super close to the airport. In fact, from the back of this model, we can see I-275. So you're right off the interstate. You're probably 10, 12 minutes to the airport.
Easy.
And you're probably 10, 15 minutes to downtown. Okay, so where are we at? When did this neighborhood open up? How long has it been going? And where are we at heading into this new phase?
Sure. So we're about 2 years old total now, I believe, here in Reserves at Meadowood. Traditionally, and up to this point, we've only offered our masterpiece home collection. Only about 1 or 2 home sites remain at this time, but we just released a brand new designer collection phase.
And talk to me about the big differences. If you go on the site, you can check out the different collections. But what are the differences between the masterpiece and the design collection?
Sure. Both phenomenal home collections. The masterpiece side of things is really just a bit larger in a few different senses. As far as the home sites, they're going to be traditionally larger than a designer home site, so a little more land incorporated into our masterpiece collection homes. And the homes themselves are also a little bit larger. Larger in the fact square footages will peak over 4,000 square feet included, not including the unfinished basement that comes with the home as well. And also a little bit larger, if you will, in the options they include. Masterpiece will include things like granite, vinyl plank in certain areas of the home. The designer collection that we just released really offers all of those same things, but gives the homeowner the opportunity to add them if they would wish. The floor plans in our designer collection are going to start at about 1,800 square feet and go to about 3,000 square feet under roof on the first 2 floors. We have floor plans such as ranches, our 5-story concepts, first floor owner suites are back, kitchens with big islands. You'll find all of that still standard in our designer collection.
And even you mentioned like something like this trim up here.
Sure.
This is going to be a masterpiece.
You got it. Kind of exclusive to the, a little more luxe in the masterpiece collection.
Okay. And you said lot sizes. What's a typical average lot size for the masterpiece versus the design collection?
Sure. So here in this community, you'll see home sites in our masterpiece collection about 90 feet wide at the curb. So it's really about the width, which obviously is going to lead to a larger home site overall. Designer collection is going to be more traditionally 65 to maybe 80 feet or so at the front curb.
Okay, that's great. Thanks. So we're in the Blake right now of this masterpiece, and we'll show you guys some of the footage of what this one looks like. The design collections have similar layouts, right, of a lot of the different models. Those are kind of named differently, so you can kind of find those parallel models.
Yep, absolutely. So Eric mentioned the Blake, one of our most popular first floor owner suite plans inside the masterpiece collection. But we can meet that same demand in the designer collection with, say, the Charles or the Keaton, both of which offer a first floor owner's bedroom.
Okay, and what's the new model? So we're in the model home of the masterpiece. You guys are building the model home across the street.
Correct.
For the design collection. Which design is that?
It's actually the Charles, so it also will be a first floor owner suite over there.
All right, we'll check that out. All right, well, we're talking masterpiece, we're talking design. What the people really want to know is what's the price difference between these two? Can you talk us through that?
Yeah, absolutely. Right. So our masterpiece collection's going to offer homes in the $500,000 to $600,000 range starting, while our designer collection will be at about $425,000 and up from there to about the 510s.
So you're getting in this great neighborhood, this great location. The lots might be a little bit smaller. The options on the home you can build up, but it's giving accessibility to a lower price point to get in this great community.
Exactly, Eric, and that's what we do by having different home collections. We can really offer a home to suit, a lot of people's needs.
So what are a few things we're seeing here in the masterpiece collection that we wouldn't maybe see in the design collection?
So we talked about some of the trim options, like we saw the multi-piece crown in the study, but also if we look above us in the Blake here, you see these cedar beams exclusively offered in the masterpiece home collection.
And then you said the flooring as well?
That's just really the included flooring is the difference.
I see.
So this is a hardwood that we see in place here. Can totally be achieved in the designer collection. It's just that the starting prices in the masterpiece home are already going to begin with a vinyl plank. That's optional in the designer collection.
This is where I want to be watching Bengals games.
Absolutely. Who day? On the way. Yeah. That's how I keep
oh my
figure,
gosh.
Eric.
Yeah, the classic.
Yeah, that's how I keep my figure. That's how I keep my figure. Big pizza.
There you go.
Look, can't.
Gotta love the model homes.
Absolutely.
Look at that.
Every detail.
Perfect pour.
Every time.
Forever.
Forever.
So masterpiece behind us and heading across the street to the new Charles. What's up, guys?
Morning. So Eric, here we are in the Charles model home. This is our designer model home. So you see a lot of the same elements can be met. Two-story great rooms, but you see there's no cedar beams like we saw. White cabinets, some really nice modern trim to that. Some extra windows, albeit in a bit of a smaller package or footprint.
Yep. Awesome.
And here we are, Eric, upstairs. Charles is going to offer 2 bedrooms upstairs with a loft as well for additional rec space.
Just a little tighter square footage, but not much.
All right, Andrew, so lots just released. Where were we at with that with this community?
Yeah, so just released them. Approximately 30 home sites are released now for our designer collection, including cul-de-sac sites. Some really fantastic opportunities.
Give me a feel, a lot of my viewers I know are asking about pricing of new construction going up. If you could just put in context the last few years, where we're at now, is it still going up really quickly or is it starting to slow down? Other builders incentives, anything like that?
Sure, great question, Eric, and it's one I talk to a lot of customers about. And we have recently really seen our pricing start to stabilize or plateau, if you will, where we're not seeing those monumental jumps on a monthly basis. As we still see appreciation, but nowhere towards the leaps and bounds that were happening during the thick of the COVID pandemic, where we were facing so many supply issues and labor challenges, where prices were just raising sometimes $10,000, $12,000 in a week or two.
Andrew, thanks again for joining us. Always a pleasure to have you on the channel.
Of course, appreciate the opportunity, Eric. Have a great day, guys.
All right, guys, back in the Sztanyo Vanyo here. I was just wrapping up with Andrew, talking to him about his family. His oldest are just starting to get into preschool. He was looking at the Sztanyo Vanyo, and he was like, man, I'm in the market right now, shopping for a car, because he had like a 5-seater SUV, but they have 3 kids now. And so he's like, I think I need to jump to the minivan. His wife has a minivan, and he's like, the pricing is crazy, you know, on cars right now. He's like, I feel like my buyers, where I have to actually weigh what I'm gonna buy with what, you know. He's like, a new minivan's like $50,000, and he's like, but the SUVs are even crazier. They're like $65,000. And it was just kind of funny, because he's like, I feel I'm in the buying shoes. I feel like I can relate with my buyers. Well, that's kind of the idea of this community right now, where you've had the masterpiece, and maybe in the last few years, he said it's been nothing but focused on square footage and how much house can you get. And now with inflation, and now with interest rates having gone up and maybe knocking you out of your, you know, bracket down on the buying power, a community like this might make a lot of sense, where you can get in the 400s, or at least start at that price, whereas on the masterpiece level, you're in the 500s and 600s probably. So that's why we wanted to do this video, is show you this great location here in Crescent Springs, Kentucky, with this new phase, a little bit more approachable and attainable than the masterpiece collection. As always, guys, even if you're going new construction, we recommend you reach out to us at Team Sztanyo to help you through the process, because then you're getting the best of both worlds. You've got someone like Andrew on the sales counselor side with the builder helping you along the way, who's got all the knowledge on the builder side, but you also have representation from an agent. It costs you nothing extra. The builder pays for that commission on your end, so why not reach out? As always, guys, more great content to come, so be sure to subscribe to the channel. Hopefully by the time this one is live, the Bengals have beaten the Steelers in week 1. Hoo day, let's go. Thanks, guys, so much for watching. We'll see you next time.